Alright, welcome back all of my fellow citizens of Earth. We are back, 1 second. Gotta put on a temporary basil. Oops. That should be fine. Mr. John Hamilton, what's going on, my friend? How are we tonight? Alright, we're back with some sham farming. I want to check to see who's online first before we do. Just because you never know. Maybe somebody is on the Vita also. Nobody's on the Vita also. Okay. It's fine. Now we know. We're back with some sham farming. Last time, we were immensely successful. I believe we had two or three shams, 3 bunker SMGs, and a couple customizations. So the RNG was on point. Let's see if it continues that way. Was farming for a fire SMG for bunker and a sham. I didn't get either. Damn, man, you got shafted. That's all right. You keep trying. That's the whole point of the game, I suppose. You want the fire bunker SMG? Did you want it to like actually use, or are you just trying to add it to the collection? Because I don't think I've ever actually used the bunker SMG. Because I'm more than positive, just playing the game from years and years. I'm more than positive I would have gotten one from a story kill, and I don't remember ever using it though, or taking time out of my day to actually use it. So I don't know, but my camera's in a different spot than it usually is. It's covering my health, but that should be fine for what we're doing. Just wanted to use it for fun. They are fun. Fair enough. That's all the reason you need. You sticking on Borderlands 2, my friend, or are you? Did you get Borderlands 4? I finally came in. I played it for 2 minutes before going to work yesterday because it had to install, and then I really just wanted to see what it was like. We got the Super Uber Deluxe Edition for the PS5. I am so happy it came in a slipcover. No steelbook because, heaven forbid, $190 get you a steelbook. But we got this. This is really cool. I love these. I love the slipcovers. I want to do a complete slipcover collection. Like I have. I have Borderlands 2 and 3, Borderlands pre-sequel and Borderlands 3 in their slipcovers. I like Borderlands 3 or Borderlands pre-sequel just came with one when I got it off Amazon whenever I did. And Borderlands 3 was the super deluxe edition, but it came with the steelbook, so yeah, not a fan of how the guns look in 4. I wish they looked more like BL2 guns. I agree with you there. You know what? I don't know what it is about the old Borderlands games. Maybe not so much Borderlands 1, because there wasn't a lot of gun variety, but, you know, the guns in Borderlands 3 and 4, they look too futuristic-y. Or too futuristic, I suppose. And in doing so, makes them all kind of not feel as unique, I suppose. I don't know if that's the best way of framing it, but I don't know. They like their futuristicness kind of just makes them all look the same. And some of the guns aren't as punchy as I think the older games made them feel. Like the Doom shotgun in Borderlands 3 is punchy, but a lot of them in Borderlands 3 and Borderlands 4, just from what I've played, like some of the pistols, they don't feel as punchy as like a Borderlands 2 Jacobs pistol or something. They don't even sound as punchy either. Who knows? Oh, I gotta update my run counter. We're on run 332. I don't think I'm gonna get 4. Play Madden. Play Madden and BL2. What a great variety of games. Yeah, I still have, I don't know, what threw me off when I started 4 was what many people were complaining about, in that there's no FOV slider on console, which I find is just, like, bizarre. I thought it was like maybe something they missed or that they would add in the day 1 patch, but it did not get added. So people are like, well, what the hell? And also, I mean, this is something you can fix, obviously, but the crosshair. When you start the game, by default, it is, what do they call it? Off-centered or something? I'm like, okay, maybe that's just how the other games are kind of and I just didn't notice because I don't really poke around those kinds of settings. No, it's offset, so it like pushes the crosshair and your gun down on the screen. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed. And I'm like, who plays like this? Like, it's so jarring for some reason. If you've ever played a first-person shooter, it's the weirdest thing ever. But, thankfully that can be fixed. And they said that they are adding an FOV slider, but Randy Pitchford was very hesitant, it would have seemed, to want to add it. And he kind of alluded, and this is still up for speculation in the community. It's like, people were thinking, oh, there's some kind of competitive aspect, like PvP or something being added into the game later on, maybe for a DLC. And then I was thinking, well, wait a minute. Like, that's your reason for not adding FOV sliders because of an unfair competitive advantage? The game's crossplay. You can play with PC players, and PC has an FOV slider. So, that argument absolutely makes no sense. No sham. And maybe he came to that conclusion too, because we're getting a we're getting an FOV slider on console, which is fine. I don't care if it hinders performance a touch. Like, I don't know if that was their worry, that, oh, if we add this FOV slider, it's going to tank performance on consoles, and it's already an issue on many systems. The optimization, we always talk about optimization on this channel, and it's rearing its ugly head in Borderlands 4. But even Borderlands 3 on the PS4, it has an FOV slider. And it specifically, with its disclaimers, says, if you turn this up, performance may be impacted. They possess the technology to do this. I was excited for 4, but I don't like what I see, mainly the look of the guns, but everything else looks cool. I mean, yeah, it's new, right? Like, everything's pretty much new. A lot of it is overhauled from definitely Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3 for that matter, so I mean, I don't remember how I felt when I first started Borderlands 3, but I'm sure I kind of felt a similar way. And while the story in that one kind of sucked, I learned to love, like, you know, its core foundation is great for Borderlands 3. Like, the gunplay, the multiplayer when it works is really fun. Even the DLCs are really nice. So it's a really fun game, minus the story, but I had to warm up to that fact, right? So I'm sure Borderlands 4 will be the same. I just gotta get used to the guns. From what I've seen in the very beginning of the story, it is definitely a darker tone, and I'm liking that, so I just need to find the time to play it. I wish they copy and pasted the guns and made them look the same, and 2 just added some new guns. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Like, if they took... Because I know in Borderlands 3 and probably Borderlands 4, I just don't know yet, that they have some guns from the other games in them. Like, sometimes they'll change them, though, right? Like, the conference call is in 3. It's still a shotgun. But the Sandhawk went from a minigun to a sniper. But that would be cool if they, like, specifically alluded to guns from previous games. They kept the textures from them. So it, like, looks like you're playing with a gun straight out of the other game. I don't know. I feel like they could do that with one gun at least, just to test it out. But yeah, a lot of other people are saying outside of the performance issues, the game is great. Like, it got an 84 on Metacritic, I think. So, But yeah, optimization. I don't know if it's the fact that it's just Unreal Engine 5, because I did see someone saying, you know, Unreal Engine 5 is already kind of a hard engine to run on things. And you're combining that with the chaos of Borderlands. So you're kind of in a recipe for disaster. And it's kind of showing. Like, people with 5090s are getting like 70, 75 frames per second. And I'm wondering if... I don't know. It's hard to tell, because Crysis was the same way, right? Like, when it came out, it took a couple of years before there existed a consumer PC that was actually able to maximize or play all the maximum graphics settings. I wonder if Borderlands 4 is going to be that game, but then again, I don't think it was because Crysis was just very poorly optimized. I think they were just shoving a whole bunch of technology in there that stuff at the time wasn't ready for yet. But you never know. I don't know. A lot of people on PC. I don't know if it's just more optimized for consoles, because when you play in the performance setting on consoles, and it looks mildly different from the quality setting, although I don't have a 4K TV, and I'm more than positive, you know, quality, you're running at some 1440 upscaled, or maybe even 4K, I don't know, probably not. Upscaled 4K. But on the performance setting, the game runs at a locked 60 on PS5, and it looks basically identical to quality mode. I mean, at least on a 1080p screen, it looks great. Textures are great, performance is rock solid. So, and the PS5 technically is minimum spec for the game. Gotta hit the hay, I'm so tired, wish you luck on the farm tonight. Thank you, Mr. John. I wish you a great night's sleep. Yeah, I know. It's late. I started later. Just got back from seeing the wife. Mr. Strange, welcome, my friend. Just got back from visiting the fiancé. She's away for school. I will tell you, saying goodbye is never easy. Even if you know you will see them again. But it's never easy to say goodbye. See you next stream. Alright, my friend, you take it easy. Okay, let's see. How you doing tonight, Mr. Strange? How's the week been? You played any Borderlands 4? I want to try. And I was trying things to kind of put my mind at ease with not having an FOV slider. This was before I realized today that they are adding one, but... because I started playing on a monitor, and it wasn't great. Like, it was really kind of claustrophobic. And then I put it on the TV, and that helped it a little bit more. I think that's mainly because I'm used to playing Borderlands 2 on the PS3 on the TV, and that has a locked FOV. But even then, it feels like the FOV on even this is wider than Borderlands 4. So, but I want to try it on the Portal, the PlayStation Portal. I don't know, I haven't seen anybody post about it on Reddit yet, so, but I want to see what it's like. I want to see, because it's a wide screen. I don't know if that'll help things out, or I probably won't play the game religiously on there, because I absolutely despise input lag, and what do you call it? Fuzziness of the image, like compression. Oh, whoa. Collect money. Great, and no, I'm holding off on 4. Looks good, but in no rush to play. That's fair enough. I'm sure the game will go on sale at some point, or if you're someone who's into the whole CD key scene, that website still exists, I think, then I'm sure you'll be able to find it for a discounted price, or even physical copies, you never know. Maybe, if you're a console player, maybe you find it physically somewhere. I got my, I don't know if you saw in the Discord there, Mr. Strange, or if you're even in the Discord, got my super deluxe version of the PS5 edition. I will say I'm a sucker for slip covers. I love So You Got a Copy if you played it at all. I've played a little bit. I played 2 minutes of it yesterday before I had to go to work, and then last night I played a little bit of it before needing to go to bed because I was tired as hell. So, yeah, but I love the slipcovers. I want to get a complete set. I just need Borderlands 2, which I know North America did not get a slipcover release. Maybe you can ask Mr. Zach to mail me a copy from Australia, because I know they got some. And then Borderlands 1, I don't know if it ever got a slipcover on the PS3. Have to look into it. Nice. Yeah. I also figured out today where I am being placed for Teachers College for my Mondays. Where they are putting me, what school they're putting me in. The cover's badass. I know. I love the holographic because it's got like what's the word, embossed or something, like you can feel the texture of the letters and the guy right in the back. The back looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can tell. They kind of preemptively listed the storage requirement because it says 100 gigs minimum. The game is not 100 gigs, and I'm also wondering if the regular cover says 100 gigs, because I don't think it does. But I would assume that this cover says 100 minimum because of the DLC that will eventually come out that this version gets you. So I think the game's like around 70 gigs right now. I'm not sure. Haven't looked, but just judging by what the update size was, and I think the update size was around 10-15 gigs. There was about 15 gigs on the disc, so that's like around 30, just call it. And then there was a 30 gig update, day one update, so 60 gigs give or take, which is relatively very respectable for a modern game. He made a noise. Where is he? I want to make like a makeshift Borderlands 2 Vita cover. Or Borderlands 4 Vita cover, sorry. Oh! Crunchy noises. But yeah, like I was saying, I got a placement. I'm in a grade 4 class, so I'm wondering if I can train an army of grade 4s to get a Sham shield for me. Just get like 25 Vitas, place them all in this arena, we'll better our chances by 25%. I think that's a very efficient way of doing that. I'll figure out how to work it into the curriculum. I'm sure there's a way. Oh, I want more of you. I'm curious to see what returning guns, or what guns are returning in automatic fail. If no Sham, exactly. You get it, Mr. Strange. Like, I think, because classes are, well, I don't know how long elementary classes are anymore. Ours used to be, because you used to have, like, so many periods during the day in elementary school. It was kind of weird. In high school, it's like, you know, you have an hour, 20-ish classes. But, like, we used to have, I think, 30-minute periods, so it wasn't that long. But if you have, like, a double period of, like, English, for example, then, you know, you'd be in the same room for an hour. So let's just call it a double period, and that's like an hour. An hour with 25 kids farming for Shams. Those are some pretty good odds. No, I'm not looking at that. Okay. We had really good RNG last time. I'm hoping it carries over. Reduces damage just from explosions. That's right, I gotta find a corrosive immunity shield too. For the Master Yi fight, whenever we decide to go back and do that. I have no idea when, but one day we will. Orange rarity. Are those orange beams? I guess so. Like a goldy orange. The claptrap voice also in Borderlands 4. I don't know if it's the same guy as Borderlands 3, but it sounds like he's trying a lot more to be like the Borderlands 2 voice. Like it's a lot higher pitch, I think. Because the Borderlands 3 was a little deeper, but that's kind of just like the guy that's talking. And the timekeeper enemy, he sounds like, I'm 90% sure, and I don't know if I'm right, and I haven't looked it up yet because I don't want to spoil anything. His voice actor sounds like the guy who did General Krell in the Clone Wars, in the Umbara arc. I'm like so sure of it, but I don't know what his name is, and I don't want to check. I'll just wait till I've gotten a little further so I can hear it again, just to see. Okay, bunker. Where you're gonna give me a Mr. Mando? What's going on, my friend? How are we? BRB, alright, Mr. Strange. You take all the time you need. How's it going tonight, Mr. Mando? Are we excited? Are we gonna get a Sham? I sure as hell hope so. I don't know why it's not showing. My viewer counter is bugged on my end. So I'll have to see if it updates at some point. Like I said before, I have no idea what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna react when we find the shield. Because so far it's just a dream. I don't know if I'll be like more pissed or just really happy if we get a 93. I feel like I'd be more pissed if we got a 93 Sham. Don't kill me. I'm doing good, my friend. Glad I made it for the stream. I'm glad you made it too. So I'm not talking to myself for 2 hours. You did you go for Borderlands 4 or you old school Borderlands guy, or do you play Borderlands at all? You got Mr. Mando in the title, so didn't know if you were a Star Wars guy or not. I mean, you could be a Star Wars guy and play both games. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I will only judge you mildly.
Well, hello there, Luke.
No! I'm gonna pick up all my money because we kept dying to Master Gi. Didn't drop any, or a whole lot of ammo in the middle. What are you? Rapider Magnum. Wow. Okay. By this point, we had a bunker SMG, I think. I think our second or third run last time we had one. So RNG is not on our side, I don't think. I've done what I can. I've beaten the missions. I've changed the story mission. I've gone offline and online. I don't know what more I can do. Yeah, I played hours of this game with my friend growing up, but didn't have any sense of it back then. But now I want to play through the old campaigns before I get the new one. Fair enough. I'm kind of the same way. When I started, I started on the Vita in like 2015 or something. But yeah, you know, you're a kid. 2015, I was 12, I think. Yeah, I was 12, so you know, 12 is a competent age, but for a game like this, you know, you're not really following things, just kind of having fun, shooting everything. But yeah, I'm glad later on I kind of went back and learned what there was to the game, learned all the different kinds of guns, different kinds of farms, that there was more difficulties and DLCs and everything. So, yeah, I very briefly started the fourth game, and it's pretty good so far. Once they add the FOV slider into the console version, I will be more happy. But it's tolerable right now. I got the case for it. Here it is. Physical PS5 edition. It came with a slipcover, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for slip cases. Right, 2-player was amazing. They were shooting everything. Oh yeah. 2-player split screen was amazing on Borderlands. If you were lucky enough to have someone else in the living room with you. I think Borderlands is one of the last series of games to have LAN party capabilities. I don't know if Borderlands 4 lets you do that. I have not looked. Borderlands 2 for sure lets you on PS3 and 360. Borderlands 3 might let you do LAN parties, which I think is hilarious, just chaining together a bunch of PS4s or Xbox Ones to make a LAN party for a game. I'm pretty sure it had that capability. But, I don't think the Vita version has that ability, though, despite getting released on the PS TV, which has a LAN port. I don't think you can do that, but in any case, yeah, 2-player split screen was peak for Borderlands. Give me a shield, please. Oh my goodness. I'm tired. I must find Shams, though. I gotta use the time. I'm gonna try not go late, but, you know, before the late times on Monday, I want to see if we can get a Battlefront stream out or something. We gotta start the streak up again. Bang stick? I thought these were the same gun. We gotta start a streak up again. I hate that it's just sitting at 0. Me and my buddy played so much of this. Now that I think about it, now I want to play this on my Vita. You see this and you want to play it on your Vita. Is that what I'm grasping here? I don't know if I should be proud of you or secretly call you into a mental institution. I think most people would look at this and try and steer as clear as possible from it. But no. I know what you mean. It's, I know there's way better portable versions to play the game now, but there's a charm. If you have 2 Vitas, you know, that wireless multiplayer, or ad hoc, you know, if you're, got local stuff, but you don't have Wi-Fi, you can do ad hoc multiplayer. Like, it's just so cool. It's such a unique experience that you can't really have anymore. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to play with 2 Steam Decks or like 2 Legion Go's or something compared to 2 PSPs, 2 Vitas, 2 DS's. It's a different feeling. I don't know what it is though that makes it feel so different, but it's fun. The charm of it. It never leaves the device, yet we may forget it one day, but if we come back to it, we will be re-engaged. Let's do it. No! He's doing the crappy phase. That's okay. Yeah, bro, can't wait to get my second Vita. I'm gonna have to pay my girlfriend to play with me. Damn. I never played this with my fiance. I know her, like, she loves Minecraft, so we would play Minecraft together, no matter what it was. No! Don't leave! No! Damn! We'd play Minecraft on our phones, we'd play it on, well, once they added the Better Together update, she'd play on her phone, I'd play on the PS4, and whatnot, but yeah, you have to pay her to... I don't know, she may really like the game, and then you can save yourself a few bucks. Ooh, ooh. Dude just 360 no-scope me, holy crap. Oh boy. Why? Please! We're gonna max out our iridium before we see another one. I'd also recommend to you, Mr. Mando, because I have seen this work with my own eyes, and have posted it on the channel for that matter. Does your girlfriend like Lego Star Wars? Because I find that that is a really fun one to play with a partner, a significant other. Because you can just have so much goofy fun. I mean, she likes Star Wars, so that kind of helps, but the girl loves zombies. That's literally zombies. Okay, that's different. But the OG one from the Black Ops. Oh, COD. I thought you meant just zombies in general. Like, alright, that's unique. COD zombies. Did you guys ever play? Depending on how old you are, did you ever play that Black Ops Zombies on the iPhone? Like way back when. It's one of, I don't know what Black Ops it was based off of. It might have been based off of the OG one, or maybe Black Ops 2. I don't know. But I think it's one of the oldest, not maybe supported anymore, but like oldest apps on the App Store still. Like you need iOS 2. That's the requirement. Or iPhone OS 2, whatever they called it back then. My brother and I played that. Like I downloaded it on my original iPhone, and then on a 3GS or a 4S or something, and then we played that at my grandpa's the one time. We got up really high in the rounds because we found some exploit where if you just sat at the top, you could just keep killing them really easy, but eventually that exploit runs out. The World at War one. Is that what that one was on the iPhone? I don't remember now. I thought it was based off of something, but yeah, it might have been based off of World at War. Played that one, I remember it, yeah. The old iPhone Black Ops game that it ran crappy on old stuff, but it still ran. It's hard to believe the OG iPhone can run it. Not well, though. You're getting Vita frame rates by doing that. But, yeah, no. I feel like going back to a game like that with the touch controls, because as kids, I feel like we don't have that much of a problem with the touch controls. However, now, and this might be partly because our hands got bigger, but now, like, I absolutely despise all kinds of touch controls. I feel like the old Minecraft Pocket Edition controls are a slight exception just because they were designed really well. I never liked when they swapped the sneak and the jump buttons when they added sneaking. I always would set it to have the sneak on the right side, I'll just double tap it, and then, oh no, and then have the jump button in the on the left side, and I would just slide my thumb down if I wanted to jump, because I hated the auto jump too. Oh no! Sandhawk! Oh no, he hit me. No, he's hitting me. Oh, you're still healthy. I got him. No Shams! Come on. What more do I have to do? Where are you, the siren? It's kind of cool. I never realized that from Borderlands 3, because Maya has her book. And that's kind of like, you know, her spells, or whatever you want to call it, and all the action... What do you call them? What do you call them? I'm blanking. Class skill or something? Class mod. My god. Class mods. It's her book. All different versions of her book. We still on the Vita Vine. Oh my god. Indeed we are, Mr. Actus. How are we tonight? We gotta get the shield. We need to acquire the shield. And unfortunately, it's just something that takes a long time. Oh, grind. Grid. That's what you meant. Yep, we're doing this. Sacrificing sleep for the sham. Last time we had really good RNG, so I'm hoping that it carries over today. Maybe Friday night RNG is better than Saturday. Who knows? I have 42 hours in Borderlands 4 now. Has the game even been out for that long? Yeah, I guess it has. Jeez, man. I take it you're enjoying it then. I have about, like, 15, 20 minutes in the game just because I went to work and got a couple minutes in, and then I played it a little bit last night after work, but my god was I tired. I was not paying attention to much of anything, but from what I remember and saw, it was good. I liked it. I want to try playing it on the Portal, the PlayStation Portal. I have it plugged in behind me here, just charging. So I might just give it a shot before I go to bed after this stream, just to see how it controls. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just do that tomorrow, because it might need an update, and I don't want to sit through that, because as much as I love the Portal, it installs things ridiculously slow, and I just think the flash memory on it's not quick. Because it doesn't really need to be. It's not really storing anything locally. Sort of 4:30 p.m. Thursday, other than to go bed and sleep till 11 p.m. Friday. That is dedication. Holy crap. I don't remember the last game that made me... I don't think I've ever played a game that dedicated that much. Damn. Well, I forgot it came out for Thursday for you guys too, right? Like in Canada, it didn't come out till Friday. And even then, I had ordered mine physically, so I wasn't going to be able to play it anyway. It did come on Friday, though. So the Amazon people came in clutch, thankfully. Stop hitting me, man! Still haven't beaten the story. Have you just been, like, doing the side missions and going collecting, collection hunting? Because I guess they changed how you do SDUs, right? Like, you need to find hidden collectible stuff to upgrade those now. I mean, I kinda wish they just stayed with the money. Like, let me buy my SDUs, or, like, use Iridium or something to buy it. I don't know. Is Iridium even in Borderlands 4? I don't think it is. I've been going after the legendary. Oh, you're farming for the legendaries. I saw something online that there's this busted shield that people keep using. Some legendary shield. I don't know what it's called, though. Yeah, I don't know. You probably, yeah, you did see in the Discord of the physical box art for the slipcover. Come on, man. Drop me a shield. I require it. Yeah, the SDUs are a little weird, but at least the currency for those just comes kind of naturally. Okay. Yeah, it's some weird proprietary currency now. That's fine. Are you're playing on PC, right? I looked at that that YouTube video you had sent in the Discord too. Launching yourself backwards with some GTA-looking alien gun. Looked like PC. I could tell because the FOV wasn't 2 inches in front of my face. How's it running for you? What's the setup you got rocking for it? Because I know a lot of people are having issues, having a lot of issues with it. Sorry, I tried. Nah, it's all right. The fun is the journey, not maybe so much the destination. Yeah, you can get that done pretty early on. Yeah, I want to see this video, and I think I was watching it. Well, I watched part of it. Some dude is trying to play the game Borderlands 4 on PC with a GTX 1650, I think. Or 1660 maybe, I don't know, 1650. I don't think it was or maybe it was a 1050. I'm not sure. It's some really old 10 series graphics card. He said the one good thing is that it was a stable, crappy mess. Like the frame rate was 15, but it was a consistent 15. Which I'm kind of shocked it's getting 15 at all. I mean, he did pair it with like 32 gigs of RAM and I think a 13th gen i5, so, you know, it should be fine on that respect, but running it off of a 5070, I have to do full frame without, and I have to do full frame without it, I only get like 60, full frame, you talking like full screen? Ian? No. Do you have frame gen on, or any of that stuff? FSR? No, it's AMD. DLSS. Somebody's flying up there. But yeah, even with like a 5070 getting 66 frames. On the PS5, from what I was able to tell, on the performance preset, which I assume is running the game at 1080p, so whatever. The textures are pretty high quality still. There's probably no, if not little ray tracing. On performance mode, the game runs at like a locked 60 on PS5, like base PS5, so that's good at least. And I mean, you're on a console. I don't need all the fancy schmancy graphics stuff. Like, clearly I don't. You see what I'm playing on Vita. Even then, like, I would prefer playing on a PS3 for Borderlands 2. It's got that charm to it as well. That classic feel to it. Back up, sir. Where's the last guy? Is he under me? I think he is. Full frame gen. Oh, full frame gen without it, it's only 66. There is no ray tracing. Really? I thought Unreal Engine 5 had, like, some kind of ray tracing just built into it anyway. I mean, if there's no ray tracing, then my god, is it really unoptimized then? Getting those frames without ray tracing. Like, if it had ray tracing, I could understand, oh yeah, the frame rate's really crap. My friend's on a 3080 and only getting 30 frames? Bruh. Turn off any volumetric settings, like volumetric fog or volumetric lighting. Turn those as low as you can or off. They do not change the look of the game really at all unless you're in a really foggy space, but even then, they're limited. Turn them off. You will gain so much performance back. I don't know what it is with Borderlands games, or I think even just other games in general that use it. Volumetric fog tanks the performance. Borderlands 3 was a huge culprit for this. It was at low. Oh shit. Never mind then. Borderlands 3 was a huge culprit for this. If you had it up, the game sucked. And then if you turned it low, you got like 15 extra frames, 15, 20 extra frames. And the game looks no different. Jeez. I'm kind of shocked that he's only getting 30, because the PS5, theoretically, it's got an AMD CPU, and I'm not entirely sure what AMD CPU it is. I don't remember, but it's near the minimum spec required for Borderlands 4. The graphics card is equivalent to like a 2070, 2080, and it has 16 gigs of RAM. So, if a PS5, I mean, I know the PC version has uncompressed textures, and I don't know if you can turn those off or something, or limit them in the settings, I don't know. But if a PS5 on performance at 1080p is able to get a locked 60 and still have the game look really great, I would assume there's a way to do that on a PC as well. Back. Mr. Strange has returned. Welcome back, my friend. We had to run a software so we could run AMD AI stuff. Also, his whole PC is scuffed, though. Oh. I know AMD has their super resolution technology or whatever, right? Like my Legion Go has it, and I think Borderlands 3 was one of the games that was like advertised to work with it. I'm not exactly sure what it is, and I think I tried it once, but didn't really see too much of a performance increase. I saw the thumbnail of someone on YouTube running Borderlands 4 on a Legion Go 1. I don't know what the performance was, but, I mean, if it runs at all, I think I'd be impressed. Resolution scaling's also huge. I don't know what your friend was running the resolution scaling at, but if he was running it at 100, like native res, for the internal resolution, then that might have also hurt his performance. So if you maybe turn that down to like 70%, it might help drastically. Yeah, that exact thing. I think the Steam Deck runs it at 50. The Steam Deck runs it at all? I'm shocked it runs it. That's another series of videos I'm gonna have to look for. People trying to run Borderlands 4 on the Steam. Can the Steam Deck even run Borderlands 3? Like, I know it came out after Borderlands 3, but it can still be a decently demanding game at times. Like, it's no slouch. And I know the Steam Deck wasn't the most powerful thing when it came out, but still. If it can even boot the game, I'm honestly shocked. Where's my shield? The Steam Deck's like 15 frames. It's running at an equivalent of a GTX. I really wish I remembered what graphics card the dude was using. 1060, I don't know. But they spec'd it out with a lot more CPU power than probably the Steam Deck has. I want to see someone get it on the Vita. I want to see someone hook up Moonlight and then just stream it to their Vita. It would look hilarious. The other thing that can run Borderlands 3 at 60 on medium settings. It's one of the best. Steam Deck. Oh, really? You can run at 60 on medium settings? Huh. I shouldn't be too shocked. Like, the Steam Deck's a few years newer than Borderlands 3, but still. It ran okay on the PS4. It ran at 30 frames, but it looked really nice. Like, 1080p textures were really nice. Lighting was really nice. I assume the PS4 Pro's doing all that, but running it at 60, maybe get a 1440p mode out of there. I'm not sure. Have never tried it personally. And then Borderlands 3 on the PS5 was native 4K 120, like they cranked the crap out of it. I think you're talking about the guy that did the okay, it's the 1650, yeah. On the 1650. I cannot English today, no worries. I can feel my brain slowly starting to... No! Get out of the way! Oh, you suck. I feel my brain slowly starting to shut down. It's way too early for that, but 'tis happening. Oh. Eaten! Shredded. What are you doing down here? This is safe zone. This is home. Home is safe. I want to try it on my Legion Go, but I don't want to drop 80 bucks on it or 90 bucks just to test to see if it does work. I'm sure it'll go on sale like Borderlands 3 did whenever I bought it. Like, it was a couple bucks when I bought it for PC. Oh, you got one light. Huh? He has reversed his paraplegicness. Ah! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I'm oh, her. Oh! I promised myself I wouldn't swear, but I made an oopsie. I'm teaching grade 4s on the 29th, so gotta refrain from using language like that. Yeah, the Steam Deck should come close to that. I have a Legion Go. I will try it eventually. I mean, if you already own the console, right, then, or the game, then yeah, go. But I'm not dropping $90 just to try. I also saw that have your friend try this. I don't know where you go to do this, like if it's a control panel thing on your like in your PC settings. The shader. Oh, we got customization. So, yeah. The shader caching is huge. Like if you set your shader caching to a higher amount, so like depends on how much it stores. Like some people were doing 100 gigs dedicated for shader caching, then the game will no longer stutter. I already have you. Because, I don't know, I guess a lot of people were attributing the stuttering to it's just compiling shaders in real time. Which, sure, okay, that's fine, but still. I have no idea. I don't know what the shader cache amount is set to by default by the system. I'd imagine it's probably not a lot. Because they can get pretty high depending on if you're running the full 4K uncompressed quality of textures. Geronimo, you can't take damage from falling no matter the height. Yep, they fixed that from Borderlands 1 because they thought fall damage was a good idea. Can you imagine just like if they ever did an April 1st like a troll patch, like kind of how Rocket League does every year. They just add fall damage back into the game for the one day, but don't tell anybody. Some people start like jumping off of things and killing themselves. Just add it into all games. Like just drop a shadow patch for Borderlands 2. 'Cause so many people still play that. I think that would probably kill an SSD quickly though. I mean, well, okay, no. So when you're compiling the shaders, and let's say you set it to 100 gigs for potential allocation space, right? It's storing those textures on your computer, and it's not like it deletes them once the game closes. It keeps them there. So, because if you've ever run an emulator before, if you've ever run an emulator before, usually when it compiles the shaders, you don't need to compile the shaders again the next time you launch the game, right? They've already been saved, they've already been compiled, so my guess is that Borderlands 4 by default just has a very low allocation space for that, so and it's a thing with more modern games nowadays too. Like older games, I'm talking like, you know, late 2000s, didn't really need to compile shaders all that often, and therefore stuttering wasn't too much of an issue. But with games having huge texture files now, to restrain, or to kind of keep strain off of the GPU, it pre-compiles them, and that's why people sat on the main menu forever on the PC version of Borderlands 4, because it was just compiling shaders. 'Tis the wave of the future, some would say. You wanna compile shaders on the Vita version though? There are no shaders. There's no shadows. There's no lighting here. What are you talking about? I'm honestly shocked it got the day and night cycle too. You see the shadowing here compared to over there? That's not real. It's just a different texture that was painted lighter. Artistry. Artistic vision, some might say. It's amazing how ugly a very beautiful game can look. But, this is probably well, not probably, I know it is, the lowest graphical settings you can possibly set a native version of this game too, without, you know, going on PC and just going into the text files and turning all the values to nothing. That's cheating. This is the lowest of the low settings. Like, even if you went on the PC version, set everything to low. We got a sham, boys! We got a sham! What do we think it is? I don't see a honeycomb. So, unless it's flipped. I'm gonna guess 84. I'm gonna be optimistic and say 84. Tesla. Alright, what are we here? What do we got? Yeah, no honeycomb. The handle might be right, I'm not sure. The lowest one, the 77% sham. 83, I was so close. 84 though. Or I said 84. Alright, what do we got? We got we got 11 shams. I thought that said 12. We got 11 shams. Not bad. We got a customization and a sham right after. 83. You can't say 80. It just happened. I just looked at it. You can't say the guess after I've already looked at the thing. Don't play that the stream has latency either. I have it set to ultra low latency, so you're pretty much seeing it in real time, and I'm seeing the chats in real time. That's not an excuse. Should have said that before you looked at it? I don't know about that. I have to call in a ref to confirm, challenge the play, you know. That's all right. We're finally finding our RNG, it would seem. Please, it was like 1 second before. I don't know. Fine, I believe you. This time, I believe you. If it happens again, though, I will delete the channel. I promise. I just know my part. Oh, you know the parts. Okay. Well, why'd you guess the lowest one then? If you knew the parts, those weren't 77% sham parts. Like, I think we need the handle that was on there. We need a honeycomb. And then I forget what the bottom needs to look like. Because whatever the thumbnail is set to for this series is what we are looking for. Okay, if you get another one, just let me see the parts. Cheap viewers on streambot.com. Remove the space. I love Twitch bots, don't you? Giving the illusion that you're popular. What do they think that's just like, oh, people see that you have more viewers when they're scrolling, so they'll want to join you because they want to be part of the community for some reason? I don't know. Having bots in a stream just kind of seems a little backwards. Come back, B-Shield, there we go. This is the lowest time before you went over and looked at it. Fair enough. Alright, Mr. Actus, if we get another one, I will get close and hover over it so you can see the parts before we actually look at the stats. Yeah! I'm being cornered! I burn the inside of my mouth or bit down on the inside of my mouth. I have like there's a part that's, what do you call it? Inflamed. It's annoying because we got another sham. No way, we got the double sham. Oh my goodness. It's like Christmas, except it's not a 94. I don't think it is from where we were sitting. We got 3 drops in a row. That's actually insane. We got the customization and then 2 shams. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so last one was an 83. Before looking at the parts, I'm gonna say 82 or 81. Go 81. All right, Mr. Actus. That's looking pretty garbage town. If I, it might be a 78 or a 79 actually, or an 80. I don't know. Do your magic. See if you can procure what percentage this will be. Just making sure nothing else cool dropped over there. If you get this right, you get channel mods, or you get modding privileges. Can't tell if he's answering or not. It's not like you're messaging someone and there's a little chat bubble that pops up. Oh shit, I think I'm 78 to 80. 78 to 80? I don't think you're allowed to give ranges. Okay, fine. I said 80, you said 78 to 80. We got the 77! Oh my god! We got the... Oh my god. You do realize what this means, right? This is essentially the 94 Sham, but on the crappy side. No way. We got all the crappiest parts in one. This is as rare as the 94 Sham. That's actually ridiculous. We actually found one. No way. You know what, Mr. Actus, just because we found that, I'm still going to give you mods. I got the opposite perfect. Give me a second. I'm feeling generous. You said 78, that's close enough. I'm going to hear double of myself for a second here. GG. No way we actually found the 70. We might be the first people ever. I gotta make sure I screen grab this. We might be the first people to ever have achieved or ever have acquired the 77% Sham on the Vita version. Where the fuck can I click? Alright, Mr. Actus, you should have modding privileges now. So your name should pop up blue the next time you chat something. At least on your end it should. It won't on my computer side. But that's okay. Oh no, all the money's gone. The IRS came in and stole all the extra money. They took my tax money. That's actually sick. We got the 77%. Wow. Cool, I don't know what that means. I barely know what it means either. I think if people are being dum-dums, you can ban them from the channel. You can censor their messages, kick people out of something. I'm not entirely sure what it means for a YouTube mod. Okay, with the prompt to tell me what to do. Oh, okay, well there you go. I don't know. I'm sure I could look it up and figure it out, or you can look it up and figure it out. I don't know. There's a few mods in the channel. Some of the OG viewers. Mr. Ramsey. Mr. Strange is a mod. Mr. No Idea, I think, is one. There was a few OGs that haven't been around. Mr. Loyalty, I think, is one. I think. I don't know. I'm sure Google has an answer too. If you wanted to do a quick search. I think that's more fitting than getting a perfect Sham. Really? You think the 77's more fitting? I don't know. I don't see too many YouTube videos or YouTube series getting a 77% Sham. It's usually the opposite. But on the Vita, you think it's more fitting to get on the Vita. This is the 77% Sham. The opposite of perfect. But yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying we are the first people in history to have ever acquired the 77% Sham on the Vita. Boss fight. Yeah, but the worst Sham and the worst version. There we go. You should write a poem, Mr. Actus. Oh my god, a 94 shit. Okay. So we know the RNG is possible. Getting the luck for getting all the crappiest parts in one shield. It's possible. Why can't I move? I'm not gonna die again. You can't do this to me again. Not after what I've got. What I've suffered for. Damn, no quad drop. A triple drop is insane, though. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna make a Reddit post for the 77 Sham. I will do it. I'll just see if I can remember afterwards. You guys, Mr. Strange, Mr. Actus, I'm not sure who the third person is, but whoever you are all here for history. We got a legendary. Never mind, we got a quad drop. We got the basic deliverance. I don't know what this does. Kiki got a shotgun. This is from the Drake music video from a couple years ago. How about that? Damn. Quad drop is actually ridiculous. I mean, I know it's from the world dropping machine here, but still. Quad. I don't want options. There's a reason I'm a welder and not something to do with English. Please put a link in the Discord so I can go thumbs up. Will do, my friend. Will do, yo. Check this guy. Check the... What? What's URO... Mr. Strange, can you elaborate? What does that even mean? URO semicolon Thai? You getting Thai food? Is it just something I can't see on here? Modded Vita thing. I still don't know what it means. Is the URO, is that like one of the directories for the for the storage? I don't know, it's been a while since I powered up my modded Vita. Yes. What does the Thai part mean then? You're confusing me. Let's go. Quintuple drop. That's where a cheat plugin would go. Oh. For what? What cheat plugins could you do for Borderlands 2? I thought there was no, like, mods, quote-unquote, for the Vita version. Or is it just, like, infinite health or something? Or is it, like, loading in certain items? Jet loaders. If you get the rocket launcher right now, are you cheating? What rocket? What, the top Neo that Mr. Demo wants me to get? Bro, I've disappointed him every stream. That damn top Neo is never gonna be found here. What is hitting me? What is doing that damage? I'm in UVHM. Nothing does that little damage to you. Someone sneezing in front of you does more damage than that. Serpentine! Is he dead? No. No, wait! Alright, now we got him. Pi is just a folder in URO. IDK the reason behind the name. Yes. Ah. If we get the Topnia, I am going to drive the 35 minutes to whatever the closest open convenience store is and buy a lottery ticket. To be fair, I think I got all the pearls before I found one of those. Ah. I still have yet to acquire all the pearls on the Vita version. We will do that on stream, though. I was also thinking of another idea, but this is way far in the future, because time is not infinite, unfortunately. I'm thinking, to keep the Vita series alive, we do a... what do you call it? A pre-patched playthrough, a pre-patched version playthrough of Borderlands 2 on the Vita. Like, you know, playing with whatever version came on the cartridge from day one without playing with any of the updates. I would probably just do one story mode playthrough on it. Well, A, because UVHM didn't exist on that if you don't get the Ultimate Upgrade Pack 1. And 2, it wouldn't be multiplayer, so it wouldn't be as fun. Damn, no quad drop, unfortunately. That's or quintuple drop. That's okay. And it's all memory editing, so technically you can just give items if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I don't want to do that. It's cheating. We can't. Also, this one's not modded, so can't do that. But yeah, I know you can do that on the PS3. Like you can put saves in there too. Like if you have a certain save file that you got off the internet, you can just put that in and then use it. I think for Borderlands 1 you can do that. I don't know if you can do it for 2, but I'd imagine it wouldn't be that hard. PC, yeah, definitely you can do that. I don't know who's sharing Vita files that way. Because there's a certain file directory, aren't they? Or file label for Borderlands save files. Because that's essentially what it's doing when you click the cross-save button for the PS3 and PS4 versions. Just uploading whatever your character name is, dot, whatever the file extension is that Borderlands 2 uses. Oh, I might have the hiccups. It's a cool looking sniper. I miss that look of the sniper. Is that a Hyperion one? Hyperion's not in Borderlands 4, is it? We got 7 people in here. For those who are new, I'm going to show this off as much as I can. We didn't acquire the 94 Sham, but we got something that's pretty much just as good. We found... What is this doing in my inventory? Get out. We found the 77% Sham. We found the perfect opposite end of the spectrum Sham. Because you need crappy parts. You need to get all the crappy parts on this one, and we did. Look at it. I mean, I know the zoom. I can't zoom. I can't. Okay. I know the PS Vita textures aren't great, but it just looks beat up and all that. So that's hilarious. I think the one time I did the hack that turns the PC file into a PS3, cross-transfer that to the PS Vita. Oh. I imagine you can't do that, you know, get a max level 72 or max level 80 file and do that on the Vita. I think someone on Reddit is having issues with that. I saw, they're like, it won't let me play with my level 61 character anymore. And he mentioned that he would transfer it between the PS3. And I asked him, like, if you did anything on that character, like, if you killed anything, no matter what it was, if you gained even 1 XP, even as level 61, it will not work on the Vita anymore. Because technically you're over level 61 by that point. So yeah, if you're ever doing that, if you ever have a PS Vita character, and if you want to upload it to either the PS3 or the PS4, do not gain any XP in any form. It will brick your character from ever being able to go back onto the Vita. You can just, you just can't transfer over OP levels with OP guns. Well, yeah, because that DLC never existed. But the weird thing is that we found out way back, is that if you put, so, okay, let's say you transfer your Vita character onto a PS3, and you put some level 72 items in Claptrap storage, and then you put them into your character's inventory. The Vita version will still load the game up, and it won't give you an error or anything, and you can go into the inventory and look at the level 72 item, and it will display level 72 required. So that just tells me that the Ultimate Vault Hunter upgrade pack just probably enables the game to start leveling up past where it currently is at.
Hello there, Luke.
Because if the Vita version is able to display it when it never ever received that kind of DLC, that tells me that it's in the base code. That the level 72 items are just in the base code laying dormant until being activated by the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2. So, theoretically, if someone was able to tinker with the Vita files, you technically could make your character go up to level 72. I imagine it's probably a lot more difficult than just turning some value from false to true. There's probably some other parts of the game that need to be tweaked in order for that to happen, and you most certainly would not be able to play multiplayer with anyone on the Vita, because officially the game never went past that, so I don't know, just some food for thought. At least I think I did. I don't know. The transferring's all weird with the, like, if you're just playing up to level 61, you can transfer at will between PS3, PS4, PS Vita. Because that feature was introduced before the second upgrade pack came out, so level 61 was the max level for all things. Well, not the PS4 version, because that did not exist yet, but for the PS3, that was the max version, max level cap, so you could just enjoy the game at will. I think the game just runs weird back in the day. With Hex Save Editor, you did anything over the level cap. You couldn't load into a multiplayer. I remember people talking about the Hex Save Editor. Is that still the one that people use? I feel like there's not too many save editors for Borderlands, but I remember hearing that one a lot. So it might be the current one, or maybe it's just like the grandfathered one, who knows. I fear we've used all of our RNG up in that in those or in those 4 drops. Ooh, the frames. Getting Borderlands 4 frames here. That'll be the new joke. The Vita has been dethroned as the Borderlands game with the worst frames. Gibbed Save Editor is the main one, I think. Oh, okay. I don't know why Hex stays in my head then. Maybe was it the first one? What is this? Oh, it's the Rose brick. I'm like, what's dropping all these things in a line? Borderline 3. I know you said your English wasn't Englishing tonight, Mr. Actus, but that was just funny. Borderline 3 has one. There's no point when legendaries drop like flies. Yeah, I really don't understand why you'd want to mod or do save editor for Borderlands 3. Especially since once you beat the game, or once you have one character on level 72, doesn't matter who, you can then create a character at level 72 or level 30 if you want to do that. And yeah, like you said, legendaries drop like they were going out of style, so I'm not sure why you would want to mod Borderlands 3 unless there was a specific gun that's maybe more annoying to get than it is hard. Like the Monarch. I know the Monarch, it's not technically difficult to get. It's just that the way you have to get it is very time consuming. You have to kill this boss called Kilovolt. I can't remember where. He spawns in some, like, not arena. It's some place on the second planet you get to. And he's in some arena place, I don't know. And he has this really beefy shield, and the twist is that he's immune to shock damage. So, and the gun only drops on Mayhem 6 or higher. So if you're someone who's just playing on level 72, and you don't have a bunch of diamond keys to spend on legendary Mayhem 10 gear that you can just get for free without labor, then you have to use Mayhem level 1 guns to kill him with. And I'll tell you from experience, that takes a long time, and he doesn't drop the gun like 1 in every 4 chances or something too. So, I can see where you might want to edit, yeah, according to that, but even then, like, you don't need the Monarch. I just wanted to use it for the, what do you call it? The Iridian takedown, or whatever you call it. I have a Hexius editor for the one-shot adventure. Oh yeah. Do certain challenge runs or playthroughs. Mr. Actus. Hex-save editor. Holy cow, I haven't slept enough. Yeah, you and me both. Only an hour and 23 minutes in and my eyes are starting to get heavy. So you want to drop me the 94 Sham right now? That'd be so cool. I don't know if I'd want a lot of people in the stream when it drops, or just be like, doesn't matter when we get it as long as we get it. He's unslagged. I think I got him. I think one of those bullets grazed him on the end and didn't show any damage numbers. Hello, sir. Hello, other sir. I had 6 energy drinks in the last 2 days. Jesus. Man, dude. Are you someone that needs caffeine to function? I never drink coffee. I did not want to get hooked on it or have to rely on it in the morning to even just function or get up. So, as tough as some mornings might be, I am still able to wake up and get out of bed and then just, like, go without needing coffee. I don't know if there's some other health benefits from just not consuming caffeine all the time, but whatever they are, I hope I'm getting those. Target Sportsman. Sneedy Horror Show. I was reading that. $351. I'm convinced that the story mission that we were on was impacting our Sham capabilities. Because in 3 3-hour streams, we got 2 Shams when we had the whatever specific Torg mission on. And now in 2 streams, the other one was like 2.5 hours. This one we're almost an hour and a half in. We have had 4 or 5 shams. So, I'm no fortune teller, but I think I might be onto something. Yeah, but like a small coffee works for me, but I have been addicted to caffeine since I was like 8. Good lord. I don't think that's healthy. Drinking caffeine helps with your energy levels out through the day. Or you mean not drinking caffeine helps with your energy level throughout the day? This is a crucial. The not is playing a crucial function in this sentence, completely making or breaking its entire meaning. Also, peep how the save icon, that autosave icon at the top right, is not animated on the Vita version. They decided that that animation was taking up too many resources, apparently, so they just made it a static image. They also decided it was a good idea to render in the entire 1000 Cuts arena at any given point when you're in that map, so memory leaks happen. But they reduced the autosave animation, so you know. Did Bunker just laugh? Does he do that? Hey, does that mean you're gonna give me the sham? Does that mean you're gonna give me the thing? I'll laugh at your joke. I know you were the only one that kind of laughed at it, so it's weird, but I'll laugh at it if it means you give me the sham. Boss fight. Whoa, that was a big gear. Excuse me, sir. I'm so happy I'm using the Sandhawk now. I mean, we haven't gotten his Sandhawk phase in a while, but it absolutely shreds. I'm afraid to shoot it at you. In the Achilles heel. Hey! The power loader's Achilles heel is just explosive. Explosive damage. Yes, sorry, one step away from Dad. That's alright, my friend. You and me both. 401 iridium. We're really. This is close to a top tier, right? You know, Mr. Dima. This is the, we can trick him into thinking that's a top tier. I'll hold the screen over that, and so someone can take a screenshot of the stream and then just make it look like a top tier. Photoshop it. I'll give a cookie to whoever does that. Attack rifle. Thank you. She got a fastball? I have a fastball. I have a few different fastballs, actually. Unfortunately, against Bunker, it's pretty much useless. Because while doing 2 million damage per throw is nice, when we're using Slag and the Herald, doing 500,000 damage per pellet, like hitting him, and then you see how many pellets, especially if it's like a double round, so you can fire, I think, 6 to 8 pellets going out horizontally, and then double that, so you get 12 to 16 pellets, and each one of them doing 500,000 damage. I think it might have it beat. Don't get me wrong, I love the fastball, but it's not a great use on Bunker. I can try it right here just to show you, but it's not the best for this case, unfortunately. Yeah. Ascend the mountain. Play through the end of what about the robots with the spinny thing? Oh, you're talking about on the power loaders. Oh, I see. I could try that too. That would probably kill them in one shot. I just have to make sure I hit them. I finished playing Krieg's DLC on Borderlands 3. Because I'd never really dove into the BO3 DLCs when they came out. Man, it's such a good DLC. There's a warloader up there. Such a good DLC. I also like the homage to Valhalla. They call it Valhalla. But, I mean, that's a DLC you play specifically for the story. And it did have its challenging parts too, like, especially when you're into the first memory thing. It's, there could be a challenging part, depending on how good you are at the game. Alright, let's make sure he's slagged. Okay, the game's gonna say fastball. It does a good little chunk of his health, I suppose, but for the amount of grenades that I'm able to carry versus the damage output, it's not worth it for him. Stop doing this phase. I want to kill you with a different gun. They also, in that Krieg DLC, because one of the memories takes you through a time close to Borderlands 2, they put the Borderlands 2... They put some Borderlands 2 enemies in it, and they kept their voice lines in. But, like, changed the pitches of some of them. But, I don't know. Can you do the one glitch where you go to Terra on this map? Go to Terra? Is that possible? Oh. Sir, you're in the Sham splash zone. I need you to leave. I knew you could see him from here. I didn't know you could actually get over to him. I'm not about to try that because I don't want to bug out my game. One day we will, though. How do you do that, anyway? How does one achieve that? Oh, shut up. Go away, Luke. You're not cool like the Sham is. If anything, the bunker is a good iridium and money farm. So in case you don't want to wear your relic, that gives you extra money. I don't even know if that's in this game. It might be a Borderlands 3 thing. If you don't want to wear that relic, you can come here and kill bunker a bunch. Yeah, we'll try to find a video on it. Okay. Is it just like a bunch of rocket jumping or something? Because I imagine the invisible floor or something is probably not all the way at the bottom of the arena. Or maybe it is. Maybe you have to like glitch into the control core angel door like before you get into the next area. I'm not sure. That looks like a blue Lasco, but I know the Lasco has like the Slaga feel to it. We are approaching 400 runs here. We're closer to 400 runs than we are. Which is, how many runs do people usually take at getting this shield? We found the 77% Sham in under 350 runs, which I think is actually really good, considering it's technically the same rarity as the 94. So doing it under 350 I think is astronomical. Can't there be something for me to, like, do over here while we wait for him to spawn? Like, what is that? A light sock? Some other undisclosed item? A little terrarium here. Why? Why are there leaves? Why are you even here? You are illegible to the max. Come on. Don't take this long and then give me the crappy phase. There we go, we got the good phase. We could shred them. Down, sir. There we go. Ooh. Crunchy damage. There we go. Efficiency. Posted the link in the Discord under the Borderlands channel. Thank you, my friend. You are doing the Discord proud. I saw there's actually a decent amount of people in that server now. I'm honestly shocked that that many people actually enjoyed it, or enjoy it, I should say. I think Mr. Zach asked me to do it. It was for my... I think it was for 200 subscribers. We decided to make a Discord because Mr. Zach wanted one. I'm like, sure. Why not? Create a little community for things we like, for Lego Star Wars and Borderlands and viewer content and DS ROMs if you just want a bunch of DS games that I found in my basement. I don't know. Still cool though. So it's gonna be like that. You're not gonna give me anything else because we got 4 drops in a row. I see. At least that was a fast phase. It's the only Discord I like actively chatting. Oh, really? I don't really, like, I don't use Discord really at all. So that's why I was a little hesitant to make the server in the first place, because I'm like, I don't know how to use it. I don't know what can and cannot be said on there, or what can and cannot be sent in there, and whatever, right? So, wanted to be careful, but, I mean... For the people that are in it, you know, you guys are OGs, you're trustworthy. You know, I trust that things aren't gonna implode in there and it's just gonna fall apart, right? So I guess it's easier to manage too if managing needed to be done. There's not a whole lot of us. Like, it's not like there's thousands of people in it, right? And yeah, I do once or twice a day I check it on my... I have it on my computer. I don't want to put Discord on my phone just in case there's a whole bunch of messages and they keep popping up, or Mr. Fatal sometimes has no filters, so I really don't want that popping up if I'm in school or if I'm volunteer teaching or something. And I don't want to have to mute the app on my phone, because then what's the whole point of having it on my phone if it's just going to be muted the whole time? So, keep it on the computer. And, you know, that's where all the YouTube stuff happens anyway. That's where I make the thumbnails and the stream from, and other things. Write documents. Unrelated to YouTube, but they get written nonetheless. That reminds me, I gotta turn in an assignment. It's due at 11:59 tonight, so it's pretty much done. I just need to spell check it and then send her in. Do that before I forget tomorrow. You think that would be a valid excuse if I, like, did not turn an assignment in, but I'm like, no, wait, teach. We acquired the 77% Sham. Just send them the stream link. Don't worry, there's my doctor's note. We're making history on the Vita. Oh my goodness. Just once, I'd really love to hear how crunchy the boar sound is on the Vita version, and whether or not the game will just explode. Because I'm more than positive it will. I don't think it'll be fine if you do that, considering most PCs, if you hit the board just right, will crash them. Opening your menu will crash this game. Don't kill me. No! Please! Please! Oh, come on, bro. Can I blow up another bomb if I... Oh, wait. It's not gonna be enough. He's gonna have full health now. Hate this place. You suck, dude. It was a nice fast kill, too. Come on. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of you. Get my mom to write a doctor's note. She a doctor. Yes, this dude who lives in Canada is getting a doctor's note from somebody who's, like, not even in the same country. He has a cold. You had to go that far to figure that out, though. One of my goals is to crash in modern PC using Boar. Have you not been able to? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen videos of people using, you know, modern systems. Can you do things, please? I messed up. There we go. Ah, he's not gonna give me the cool phase. Come on. I'm pretty sure I've seen videos of people using modern PCs and having Boar crash them, or get really, really close to doing it. Oh, my turret's actually shooting him. I'm shocked. Doesn't usually do that. Look at all the explosive damage. Alright, let's not do what we did last time. Preferably. Rick, you got a sham for— ah! No, I don't. I don't want to go out to the ring. There's evil doers on the ring. Okay, bye. Bro's intimidated. Lol, probably. I'll probably be mental stress. There we go. That's what it should have been like the first time. Let's see. What prizes could it be? I've got so far to go to on FPS. Well, like high FPS. Yeah, it's not difficult to do with modern PCs, right? Like, you know, say a 13-year-old game. I would appreciate if modern PCs could run it at such high FPS. The thing with Borderlands, and I mean, I know the art style carries this so hard, but it's such a good looking game. Not this version of the game. The Vita version is not what I'm referring to. The PC version and the handsome version is such a beautiful game to look at, and it just runs like butter. Except Borderlands is one of those games where if you, in certain sections, have your FPS set too high, then the game kind of breaks. Because it was not designed for that high of performance. Like the door in Sanctuary, when you're there for the first time. Private Jessup has a problem interpreting all of these 240 frames per second, so he takes a lot longer to open the door than he usually would. Or some driving sections. I think in the Torg DLC, if you're driving around that circuit that it makes you drive for one of the side missions, you may just crash into invisible walls because your frame rate is too high. I don't know what causes that. Maybe the game, the way it renders, it doesn't render everything at one time, so it just puts up invisible barriers while you're not there. I don't know. Or you've gotten it to 1 FPS. Oh. Well, I mean, that's actually really impressive. What were the specs? Was it your Borderlands 4 PC specs, or was it a different PC? I mean, again, it does not take a lot to run the game. Case in point, we're playing on a Vita. It might not look great, but it's running. And this thing has about as much processing power as a Diet Coke can. Come on. It's taking a lot longer to kind of get settled in, it would seem, tonight. Any day now. Don't be shy. I have just come back to kill you a number of times, but, you know, you always come back. It's not that bad, right? Oh, it's a nice phase. There we go. I'm not messing this up this time. That sounded like somebody banged their head into the door. What was that? No! Oh. Thought I was hit. I keep seeing the shield thing come up on the sides and I'm thinking, oh, I've gotten hit, but I guess the damage was negligible? I'm not sure. It was before I upgraded, so it was a 3070 Ti. Or 3070 Ti. Okay. That was much processing power as a Diet Coke and yeah. So do I. So do I, my friend. Oh, you suck. Ah. What the hell are you doing all the way over there? Ah. Oh my god, the floor disappeared. If I do that again, is it just... Nah. Vita figured it out. The floor got loaded into RAM. Well, you see, now that's upsetting.
Well,
That there's
there.
no... People were also complaining about the character dialogue in Borderlands 4 being obnoxious. Have not played the game long enough to know, but I can kind of see, like, there was another game that I played at some point that, yeah, your character would not shut up. And I kind of wish there was a way to change the frequency at which they would just bring up the lines. Because I don't need you to say something after every single kill. It's, you know, I know what I did. It's not necessary that you repeat the thing to me in a much more annoying tone. I miss playing this version. Do you? Whoops. I hit a button. I don't have messages. There's no messages on the Vita version anymore. What do you miss about playing this version, Mr. Actus? I'm gonna interrogate you. Well, there goes all my water. Yeah, when the characters are kind of more obnoxious than Claptrap. Oof. Oh, that's not great. I'm giving Claptrap a chance in this game. You know, I'm coming in clean slate. All of the previous biases held towards him have been wiped clean. You know, I wanna see what he's like for myself within the vacuum of Borderlands 4. And I know they added a Claptrap character, or like dialogue slider, so if you want, you can just completely mute him and only him, and I think that's hilarious. It kind of reminds me of the pre-sequel, where if you try and play as Claptrap, it warns you like 5 times. You know you click Claptrap, right? It's like, you do realize what this means, right? That's funny. He laughed again, what the hell? Give me shields, man. Don't be laughing at my misfortune. I have killed you 356 times, and this will be 357. You have nothing to laugh about. Memories going back and forth between this game and The Binding of Isaac. Was that on the Vita too? Or was that a different console you're referring to? I love playing Uncharted on the Vita. I think I don't know why I was reluctant to download it. I just did not consider it at all. But I remember when we had gone out to we'd gone out to some family dinner or lunch or something, and I don't know. My dad, I was telling my dad about it, and then he went on his phone and looked up, tried to find it, and I think he did find it eventually. I'm not sure where he found it, because I think by that point game stores were kind of phasing out physical Vita games. But he found it, and I am forever grateful. Binding of Isaac is on the Vita. Okay. I see. Kind of shocked the second Undertale game didn't get put on the Vita. I don't remember the Deltarune. Is that what that was called? I have Undertale on the Vita, and it was great to play through. I mean, the game's just goated in general, but playing it on the Vita, why not? And it's cross-buy with the PS4 still if you want to do that, so... Some cross-buy titles still exist. But I think there's no reason why Deltarune could not be put on the Vita. I don't know when it came out. Did it come out before 2021? So if it came out in 2021 or after, then... that would have been after the date where you were still allowed to put games on the Vita store. No, I keep hitting the goddamn messages button. Keep hitting the trigger on my leg. Because the Deltarune, if the Vita's running Killzone, if it's running Uncharted, Minecraft, the limping Borderlands 2, then it can run Deltarune. Like, come on. It's a 2D, top-down, sprite-based game. You're not doing fancy particle effects or smoke effects or water physics. You know, it can do that. It can do so many things. So many cool things. Alright. Let's keep her going, shall we? My head is slowly phasing out of existence here. My brain is becoming disconnected from the rest of my body and wants to enter sleep mode. We'll go for a little bit longer. Maybe like 25 minutes. Just cause yeah, I gotta get sleep for tomorrow. I gotta work. Thankfully I don't have to get up early for that, but still need energy for work. You know. Love the text clarity is so bad you can't even see the K. You can see the color in the red. Oh, yeah, it's gone. But from that far away, the red kind of just turns into a blob. Hello. You think if fans bully Gearbox enough, they'll add a mini-map into the game? Because we bullied them enough to put an FOV slider in, so maybe a mini-map is on the horizon. But I feel like some dudes said on Reddit also, I get all my Borderlands knowledge off of Reddit half the time, that a mini-map usually takes a lot of in-game resources. First I'm thinking, does it really? And then second, someone else said, if the mini-map is causing performance concerns, then you have horrifically messed up somewhere in your game. And I kinda have to agree with whoever said that. Because, like, bruh, it's a mini-map. It shouldn't be that hard. Borderlands 4 just put up a chart of what to expect with graphics cards. Oh, did they? Like just now they did with an official thing? What's it say? Is it the GTX 1080 Ti on there? The goated graphics card. It's a cool looking snipper. Mr. or Mrs. Jeb, what's going on, my friend? Will Borderlands 4 on Switch 2 run better than the PS Vita Borderlands 2? I think so. I sure as hell hope so. I've seen some clips of it online, like at whatever conventions, And from what I've seen and from what people described, the game runs at a sub 30 frames. I'm guessing it's not as bad as this, because this is a whole nother league of trash for performance. But the dude said it ran at sub 30, like anywhere between 20 and 26 on a good day. Like, that's what you're going to expect. Graphics wise, though, it looks a whole heap of a lot better than the Vita version. I'm gonna guess it's going to look slightly better than the PS or than Borderlands 3 did on the Switch 1. I don't know if it'll run in like a dynamic resolution the way that Borderlands 3 did, where when things get hectic, then it lowers the resolution internally, whereas when you're kind of just sightseeing, it bumps it up to its potential max resolution. I don't know. Have to see. Gotta get through all the performance and crappy optimization videos that are out currently for the PC version before we start getting into October and diving into the Switch version. Bro, I think I would just I would be so pissed if I was only able to play the game on the Switch, having to wait that long just to get it. Especially if you're somebody who cares about spoilers too, right? You have to stay off the internet for essentially a month because everybody's been posting on it. The oldest graphics card that's on there is the is the 2070, and it says to expect at 1080p only 30 frames. Yeah, I think that's what people were saying. Which is bizarre, because, again, the PS5 is near equivalent... Oh, no! Is near the equivalent of a 2070. I don't... It might be a touch more powerful than a 2070. But it's able to achieve 60 frames on performance mode, so... Get out of the Sham zone! I hope they have a mode we just looks like this, but you want it to look like this? Mr. Actus, I think you might need to get tested. It's running like 30 FPS on my PC. Have you tried editing your shader caching and turning volumetric fog and lighting down to their lowest? I'm not entirely sure how to do the shader caching thing. It might be in like an NVIDIA control panel if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. But you can basically set the storage allocation amount so that, people were putting it at 100 gigs, for example. It all depends on what your SD or what your hard drive is capable of. When you do the shader caching amount for 100 gigs, it lets the game store 100 gigs worth of shaders locally on your computer, so every time you kind of get to the same area or load up the game again, it doesn't need to recompile the shaders in real time, therefore not taking processing power away from your GPU. I don't know. It's just something I've seen some people try online, and it's helped them out a lot. And also, volumetric fog and lighting, turn those down. I guess we'll see. Mr. Jeb or Mrs. Jeb. Everything's at lowest settings. What about your the resolution scale? Is that at like native res, or can you turn that down a bit? Because if you can turn it down to like 70%, it might look... It was going to look a little worse, but it could perform a lot better. I know that's a setting that's been added to games recently, like as of recent years, that was not a thing on older games. Yeah, I bet it's more optimized for the console versions, and I think console versions run AMD AI stuff. The Pros might, like the PS5 Pro might run it with that, but I've seen people getting really crappy frame rates on PS5 Pro, which is odd, because the base PS5 runs it well on performance, like a locked 60. So, I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on with it, but then again, I haven't watched enough videos to kind of know what's going on. But yeah, Mr. Slushman, try lowering resolution scale, and if you have the technical know-how, lower resolution or allocate shader compilation capacities. Brain is shutting down. Why do you keep laughing at me? You didn't do this during the other runs. Yeah, Sandhog. Eat ass, bunker. I'm a man, yeah. Alright, Mr. Jeb, welcome. Unreal Engine 5 is dumb. It kind of, yeah. There's no excuse for it anymore. When you have... Because, like, Borderlands is always Borderlands, right? Like, it's always been hectic and chaotic and whatever. But when you have, like, top-of-the-line PCs barely being able to scratch 60, 70 frames per second, like, you have failed as a game engine by that point. Like, come on. You can't just have scenic games every single time. Like, that's not... A game engine needs to be designed for all kinds of game types. And if you can't achieve that without, you know, needing to shell out a NASA PC, then you have done something wrong. Unreal Engine 4, I think, is one of the most goated game engines of recent time. I'm not saying it's the most, but it's one of the most of recent years. Because you look at games, and I'm a PlayStation guy, so I'm pulling my sources from PlayStation. You look at games like God of War. God of War 2018 has no business looking as great as it does on the PS4. God of War Ragnarok was also an Unreal Engine 4 game. Borderlands 3 was an Unreal Engine 4 game. Borderlands 2 was an Unreal Engine 3 game. And on PC, that game looks phenomenal. So, what are we doing? Why is this a problem? Like, PS5 Pro struggles, top-of-the-line PC struggles. Like, did we go wrong as a society at some point? Like, is 5 just not a lucky number, or what happened? It's weird because Fortnite runs in Unreal Engine 5 now, and it runs on really low hardware. Huh. I forgot that, I mean, it depends on what they're all using, right? Like, I know ray tracing can take a huge hit on performance, and it's baked into Unreal Engine 5 as far as I know. Maybe Fortnite doesn't use the ray tracing aspect? I'm not sure. Unreal, the first engine, is like legendary. Wasn't one of the Half-Life games made on the first Unreal Engine? Or am I thinking wrong? Because, yeah, Fortnite got... Whenever that happened... I don't know how much of it is the whole game code now Unreal Engine 5, or did they just update certain parts of it for Unreal Engine 5? Because it was an Unreal Engine 4 game, and then yeah, they updated it to Unreal Engine 5, but does that mean the whole game was rewritten? I highly doubt the whole game was, because that would take forever. Man, Fortnite and Unreal are made by the same people. Oh yeah, Epic Games makes Unreal Engines. Maybe they have like some in-house tools that are you know, boosting performance. It's kind of like, you know, Naughty Dog was a Sony studio, and they were able to make the absolute best of the PS3 CPU, but like, you know, they were a Sony studio, so they kind of knew what they were doing. Good evening, doing, sir? Where did you go? Kaboom! Oh no, 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 no. Blow up. Damn! Give me iridium. There we go. Oh my god. Arms are heavy. Spaghetti. What was that song? Eyes are heavy. Was it eyes or arms? I think it was arms. I want to know, and I'm sure someone will do this on YouTube, I want to know the absolute lowest spec you can do Borderlands 4 with before the game no longer boots. Like, I want to know what is the lowest graphics card, what is the lowest CPU, because they said in their minimum system requirements, they're like, oh, you need an 8-core CPU. And some people on Reddit were like, yeah, I have a really good graphics card, and I have an 8-core CPU. But I'm like, how old is this 8-core CPU? Because the first ever 8-core CPU will get slaughtered by a modern 6-core CPU. Right? So, what do they mean by 8-core? What year are you specifying 8-core? I don't know. I know they recommend what is it? Is it a 9th gen i7 is the minimum? I don't know. But is that one 8-core by default? Like, you can't get that one as lower than 8-core? I bet it's 1060 would be the limit, you think? I don't know. I don't know what hardware features the game requires, like when doing, because I'm assuming the game does a hardware check while it's booting, right? To determine if it can even launch. I assume putting an old enough graphics card in there would just fail the hardware check, and then it would it just wouldn't boot. But yeah, I wonder what's the oldest. 1060. I don't know. I'm thinking a 1080 Ti might be like lowest. But I mean, I just want to see what that would look like. I guarantee the frames would be 1 frame per 3 minutes. 1 frame per sometimes. I just still want to see it happen though. My controller battery is low, how dare it. I will have to remember to charge it for next stream. Unless there's a physical stop, I don't know. Like, okay, what's that? And then what's the, like, can you... I mean, I know you can launch the game with a CPU that's got less than 8 cores, because some dude tried it with a 6-core CPU, but is it like... What if you put a quad-core CPU that has 4 threads? Or 8 threads or something, like, because that can sometimes count as cores. It's hyper-threading, but it's not the same as cores, obviously, but it's similar. I had a friend with a 980 play the new Battlefield. What? A 980. Was it a 980 Ti? Didn't those graphics cards only have, like, on the high end, 4 gigs of VRAM max? It would have been, like, GDDR3 or something at the time, wouldn't it? Or GDDR... No, I don't even think it was GDDR4 yet for the 980. That's abysmal. That's appalling, even. But I'm shocked that he was able to launch Battlefield 6. I mean, I know Battlefield 6 isn't demanding. It looks like a really good game, though. Like graphically, it looks like a stunning game, but they don't have ray tracing in it. That was a little weird. Like, Digital Foundry did their video on it, And is weird because Battlefield 5 had ray tracing back whenever that one came out, and this one does not. So I'm not sure where the disconnect is. I don't know if they felt that because it's a fast-paced moving game, art direction would be enough, and you know you don't need ray tracing to hinder the performance even more. Who knows? Maybe because it was just a beta, they didn't have the ray tracing on. Something like that. I gave him my old 4060. Oh, he should be way fine. Going from a 980 to a 460 or a 3070, whatever he said he had. Thought it had ray tracing. The game looks awesome. Yeah, no, they said it does not feature any ray tracing, just like screen space reflections and whatever other fancy baked lighting stuff. But no ray tracing. It was disabled in the engine, so I don't know. I played it a little bit. Like I had the I got the code thing, the beta code for I got a couple PS5 ones because my brother and his friends mainly played it, and I just got one for myself just to test to see if it even works. And so I tried it on my Legion Go, and oh my god, the Legion Go hurts to run that Battlefield 6. It actually was struggling. Turning resolution scale down helped. I turned it down to like 60%, and then the game was able to get into like the 40 frames area. But without that, if you're trying to run native res, and I think I had it set to 1080p, I didn't really want to go less than 1080p, or maybe even had it set, I think I had it set to 720p, and it was still having issues, and I don't know what's 30% of, or 60% of 720p is, but it was running that and still only getting like 40 frames, so. But PS5 works, and game console works. Achoo. I think after this run we'll do 3 more runs, and then I will call it a night. Cause I need to get to bed. It's almost 2 in the morning. He's giving us shams, it would appear. I called it earlier. 4 drops in a row. That's all the RNG for the next 10 years in 4 drops. Iridium. I'll take you. I'll eat you later. You look like a good granola bar. Anything here? Nope. Nothing of interest. Leather scattergun. What part of you is leather? Absolutely no part of you is leather. I want my 3 seconds back it took me to look at that gun. There's a Hornet. That's a gun that I figured out was in Borderlands 3. When you're playing the Krieg DLC and you go to his first memory, he like asks you to take stuff from whatever chest is in there. And at least for me, I don't know what it's like for other people, it was just full of Borderlands 1 and 2 guns. You get the Nemesis was in there, the Hornet was in there. I think it was some shotgun that was in there. I don't remember the name of it though. I thought it was a cool callback. Would have been cool if they could keep like the same sound effects in the gun from the second game. Still haven't tried BL4 on the 5060 I have. I have a problem buying graphics yards. It would seem you have quite the collection going on. You have a 5060, you have a 4060. You had a 4060. Didn't you say you had a 5070 earlier or a 5080? My God, brother. Kind of pissed off that the 50 series graphics cards got rid of the PhysX ability. Because now you can't enjoy Borderlands 2 in what is quite honestly one of the more unique states that it can be played in. Because PhysX was only, it was only a NVIDIA thing, so if you have AMD, sayonara, or ATI I guess. ATI was what AMD used to be called. If you look on any Wii, any original Wii, and you see the ATI badge up on the top corner of it, that was AMD before. So AMD technically made the chips inside the Wii. Okay, so I have one computer with a 16 core 16 core CPU and a 5070. Alright, nice. I have an 8 core super low profile with a 5060. Ah. I have a PlayStation TV that struggles with identity and thinks it's a PS Vita half the time. We are not on the same page. Just give me one more sham before the night ends. In the next 2 runs, please give me one more sham. I was never really a PC guy as a kid, because we couldn't really afford, like I mentioned this last time, we had a 2001 Dell Tower or something that ran Windows XP. But we couldn't really afford a like, you know, a PC that was made for playing games, so never really got into it as I got older. I suppose I could now, but I'm not about to drop $2,500 on a decent rig. I'm in Canada, so $2,500 is the equivalent, or near the equivalent, of a $2,000 PC, probably in the States, from where many of you come from. And that's okay. Just gotta mention that the pricing is different over here. Jesus, dude, I need to give up on talking. Don't worry, we got this run and one more run, and then we're lights out for the night. I saw that my Borderlands 4 codes, because I got the Super Deluxe Edition, right? And you know they put the pre-order code in there too, which I'm actually shocked. It was a physical code. It wasn't like an email thing from Amazon, because I think it was the Gilded Glory pack. That's what they called it. And I'm kind of shocked that it wasn't just like an email, because that means every single pre-order copy has that Gilded Glory physical sheet in it, and then assuming they stick to their word, every single pack after the pre-order date, or every single box made after the pre-order date, or release date, I guess, does not have it. But what I noticed on them was that they expire. Like, the codes expire. I'm like, why? We live in 2025. I could have sworn that game developers had stopped giving out expiring codes, because that's kind of shit. And only for good for like 5 years. 2030, my bonus content and then the pre-order content both expire. Why? My first PC was a 2-core with hyper-threading and a GT 1030. A dual-core with hyper-threading? Are you kidding me? So what, it was trying to be a quad-core? Should that Core 2 Duo? The Core 2 Duo and the Core 2 Quad were absolutely goated CPUs, especially the Core 2 Quad. You know, our family PC had an Intel Pentium something. 3 gigs of system RAM. We got a customization. It's not exactly what I asked for, but okay. 3 gigs of RAM, and it had a graphics card at some point. We eventually took the graphics card out because it kept crashing the computer, but it had 256 megabytes of VRAM. It might have been an NVIDIA card of some kind, but definitely not a GT series or GTX or whatever. Okay, one more run. Every single time I blink, is it a Pentium? It is a Pentium. Every single time I blink longer than regular, my eyes want to stay closed. Like, this is actually insane. I might just fall asleep in this chair. Turn this into a sleep stream. Mr. Honest Liar is now online. Final run. Let's see what we acquire. This is the first time in a while we haven't gotten a bunker SMG at all, but that's okay. I don't want the bunker SMGs. We have enough. We have enough of those. The Sham's pretty much caught up with the bunker SMGs after a while. Nice. Alright, run 364. Let's see if we get lucky or if we just should have stopped 364 runs ago. What's crazy to think about is that the Vita is more powerful than that Dell PC I was referring to earlier. Even though the Vita probably couldn't run Spider-Man 3, the game, the PC couldn't really either. Don't hurt me, I'm just a child. I'm just a child in need of a 94 Sham. Santa! What's the damage on that? Oh my god, that's insane damage. 11,000. That's like 11 million damage, isn't it? 1134k? Isn't that, or... Was that 1134k, or was that, like, more than that? I think it was more than that, I don't know. 1800k. Don't kill me again. Can't keep doing that. I can't die for 3 times a stream. What if the next one is a perfect sham? If the next one's a perfect sham, then we stop anyway. No sham. That's okay. We got the 77% sham today. That is a win in and of itself, because now I don't need to look for that one. Oh my god, my eyes. Iridium. Damn. Alright. Mr. Honest Liar, I don't know what he's doing. He keeps coming online and going offline. Damn, it's disappointing. Alright. We will end it there for tonight on run 364. We got 4 drops in a row. We got the customization. We got an 83 sham. We got the 77% sham. And we got some basic something whatever legendary shotgun. I don't know what that one does, and I don't know where it usually comes from. I gotta stop hitting this button. GG, time to sleep. Indeed it is, Mr. Actus. I am ready for bed. I'm probably gonna zonk out immediately once my head hits the pillow. But thank you everyone for joining me here tonight and watching me slowly lose energy in real time. You guys are amazing. You guys make these streams what they are, whether we're talking about the game or just life in general. You guys make them exciting, and you guys make me want to keep doing them. As much as I want to do them for this, as much as I want to do it to get this shield, it's just a thrill to talk with all of you about whatever. So I thank you all for that, Mr. Strange. Mimi's time for real. Yeah, no kidding. I don't even know what that means, but no kidding. Good night, everyone. Good night, Mr. Strange. Good night, Mr. Actus. And good night to the 6 other people who are in this stream. I wish you all a lovely week and, well, rest of your weekend and a lovely week to come. And I wish you all a great night or a great day, depending on where you're coming from. Mr. Jake. Mr. Jake Dennis, welcome, my friend. Thanks, Doc. I don't know if that's an emoji or if that's just what you're saying. No problem, my friend. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but I appreciate you. And I will see you all. I'm gonna try and get a stream out on Monday. I'll try and do a Battlefront to get something in our win streak going with Ben and I. Because we are sitting at 0. After 354 wins in a row, we lost. And we need to get that number back. Bad time LMAO is looking for the heart. Just got here. Oh, I apologize, Mr. Jake. Yeah, I am extremely tired from today and the last couple days. So, but we got the 77% sham today. It is equally as rare as the 94%, so we're getting closer. We know it's possible to get the 3 parts that we need. We just got them on the opposite end of the spectrum, so that's alright. If you want, Mr. Jake, you can, watch the whole... It'll be posted as a video, this stream. They all are under the live tab. You can go and watch these streams over again, so... yeah. All good, man. Alright. In any case, take it easy, everybody. Have a great night.